Hey guys, welcome back to the last episode of 29 Days Board Creation with Elaine and Jess. So, Elaine's here today, and this episode is specially dedicated to all the amazing, inspiring women out there. I'm going to show you how you can use your board to send a card, an International Women's Day card, to all the people in your organization through Teams. So let's get started, okay? Um, there's a few things that I need to introduce over here, a few new things that I've not spoke about in all my other episodes. First of all is the adaptive card. So this is the adaptive card. Is basically um, kind of like a UI that can be rendered. I'm not sure if UI is the right word, but basically you can create cards like a message, or it can be a reminder, or it could be and there are input asking for information, anything that, and it can be rendered in different host application, and it could give basically give the users a similar user experience because the card will look the same, so it can be reused. If you want to know more about adaptive card, you can come to this website over here and click on document. And over here, you have all the information about adaptive card, how they work, what you can do, and etc. And there's also a video to show how you can empower it, and how you can use it, and different use case. So I'm not going to talk through a lot about adaptive card today. I'll probably do it in another episode, but this is one of the card that I've created over here. So as you can see here, it's basically all just drag and drop. You don't need to know JSON to design this card. So what you have over here is the card elements, and you can just drag it onto this template over here. And then, so what I did here is I have a few images that I put in. One is the International Women's Day logo. I put in a couple of hashtags that they've been using this year. And then of course there's the pictures of women of all shapes and sizes and colors, basically women all around the world. And here I have is a link or button that you can click that brings you to the International Women's Day website. So it's pretty simple. The hardest part for me is actually to get the image at the right size that I want, and just host the image anywhere, and you can just put the URL over here. So I put it in a public hosting website. You can put it Azure blog or etc. You just need to put in URL and it can be shown. So I might do another video to show more in depth on how to create how to build this adaptive card. But if you want to know more at this point, I don't know when I'll create a video, but if today you want to know more as you watch this, you can head over to Thomas blog. He have write a very good blog introducing adaptive card. I'll put the link below. You can go there and have a look, and he have a tutorial kind of thing that he show you step by step. So that's where I learned it from as well. It's pretty awesome. So next thing is I need to, of course, insert this into my topic flow. So as of now, you can't display, you can't use adaptive cards directly in your bot without any code. So if you want to do that, you have to do some compiling, and then you have to write direct line and etc., which is more pro dev kind of thing. But for now, what you can do is we can call Power Automate and ask Power Automate to display them on the Teams channel. So when I say you can't display the card on the board, what I mean is that you can't have a conversation and say, hey, maybe the keyword is International Women's Day. Hey, International Women's Day, and a card can appear on your bot chat itself. So it couldn't appear on your bot conversation itself at the moment. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna write a topic that will call Power Automate, a flow in Power Automate, and to display this card in whichever theme channel that you want to. So I'm going to give an introduction to this particular action in Power Automate. So what I have here is I have this flow already created. So again, this is a normal flow template if you want to use it for bot, for PVA. So you have HTTP request over here. And then what I have here is post your adaptive card as flow bot to a channel. So what it does, this action does is that it posts the adaptive card that I want to the selected channel. So there are a couple of actions that you can use. Let me just show you over here and maybe just give you a brief overview. So what you have here, if you look at the bottom, if you scroll down, so there's adaptive card to teams and wait for a response. And there's also a post message as a flow bot to a user or channel. So the difference between these two is that for the one waiting for a response, this is kind of like if you provide a card that requires user input, like for instance, maybe a card that have, let's say, you want to have a card that probably say do approval card probably. So do you approve yes or no? So you have to wait for the user to click yes or no. So for something like that, you will use this flow action. But like the one I have currently is just posting the card into the channel to wish everyone, hey, happy International Women's Festival, International Women's Day. I don't need a response. So all I'm going to use is post a message as Flowbot to either a user, but I'm using the one as a team because I'm going to send it to a team channel. Okay, so I'll just show you over here. So this is post your adaptive card. So put in the team name and the channel name. So what I have here is, oops, let me just connect to my team. Yeah, so I have a Harry Potter teams, and in my teams I have a few channels. So what I do in my flow is, as you can see, when I select, I can see all the themes I have. So I'll select my Harry Potter theme, and from my Harry Potter theme, I can select the channels that I have. So again, make sure that your team is logged in with, the same login, in the same environment as your PVA as well as your Power Automate. So that's very important. Like I always emphasize this again and again, so you know how important that is. So down here, add a message. What you do is you just go back to your adaptive designer and you copy your card JSON, and then you just paste it here. So once you paste it here, you have a message, and that's it. That's your flow. So next thing you need to do is add this flow into the solution. So go to the PowerBot solution that you're using and add this flow into it, and then go to the topic and create a topic flow to call this action. So let me just try and open my solution. Internet connection is kind of funky today. I have this page open. Let me just try to refresh it. Hopefully it opens properly. Yeah, there you go. So I've been using the very same solution from day one, which is my Power Obot solution. So just go in the solution and add your flow into it. So if what I have here, I think I already have it. Yeah, so PVA send IWD card is being added. If you have not, just click add existing, then go to flow, click on outside solution and select whichever flow that you want to add it in here. Yeah, so very interesting as well is that I just found out, well, I've been calling this Power Automate for the longest time. So last week or so, I found out that I've been using the term wrongly. So this whole platform is called Power Automate, and this is still flow. So basically, you create a flow in Power Automate. So in Power Automate, you have things like model-driven flow. I think so. Is that, oh, sorry, business process flow, recurrence flow, UI flow, and etc. So this is still a flow, but you build it in a Power Automate platform. So sorry if like for the last 28 or 27 episodes, we've been using the terminology wrong. But yeah, so I'm gonna call this flow again. Okay. So, alright, so now coming back to my virtual agent over here, just go to the topic. As usual, create your topic. I already have one created, and in the probably fourth or fifth episode, I already shown you how to create this. If you have still not, I mean, if not familiar, haven't watched the previous episodes, go back to episode 4 or 5, and then you can see how to create a topic. So here I have added 2 trigger phrases. I go to the authoring canvas, and all I do in the authoring canvas is I call an action. Let me just quickly show you how I do it. So when I call an action, I could select the flow that I want, which is basically my IWD flow. Here, this is the one. So when I select that, this is what appears. So there is no input or output here because I'm not actually sending anything in. Obviously, you can make a more complex flow. You can basically create maybe a flow that will post to a specific channel requested by the user. If so, then you will have the input string, which is the channel name, and then the output string would be whatever that you need. Maybe if you have a pro button, the output string with a pro ID, etc. But for this episode, I'm just going to create a very simple one because it's just an introduction. Okay, so then I have here a message which just says sent. So basically you'll get a message to say sent if this flow is run properly. So once I've saved, I'll go here and click publish. So always remember to publish no matter what changes you make. Then I'll just go to my teams over here and then go to my board and hopefully it works. Okay. So can't remember now what is my topic trigger. Let me just have a look again. Okay, IWD card. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna select IWD card. So hopefully it runs. It's not responding. That's not good. Oh, there you go. Alright. So now we're just gonna go to our teams and sales. And here you are. This is my card over here. And if I click on this link, it will open International Women's Day. So there's one thing I want to highlight here, right? So if you realize, on my card, I have an orange background on this block of column over here. Is it? Yeah, block of column. I've actually set it to orange in the color. I think it's called the background. Yeah, but it doesn't appear here. So what I realized is that I have to change my JSON to display the hex color code instead of orange, and then it will work. So now I'm just going to go back to my flow. I'll just show you what I mean. Yeah, this one. So just in case if you are hearing if you can hear a scratching background, that's actually my bunny scratching her little box. Sorry about that. Just can't help it. I hope you can hear it too loud actually. Alright, so we just go to edit. And if you look at the JSON over here, I'll just do a Control F. Okay. I'll search for orange. Yeah, so here you can see it says background color orange. Now I just need to come here and change it to orange. So this is basically just a website that can give you the hex color for whatever color you choose. So I just want orange, I want this color. So I just copy the hex over here. And then I'll just come back to my flow and I'll just change this to the hex color instead of orange. Just be careful when you're making changes. Or you can also change it on the adaptive card and you just copy across again. Or can put it in a Notepad++ or maybe Visual Code or something. So once you have changed, just make sure you did not remove any syntax, because it will cause syntax error. Then you save it. Okay, now it's saving. So once it's saved, I'll come back here and then I'll just publish this again, just to make sure the changes is published. It's just gonna take a little while. Yeah. So once it's published, I'm just going back to my themes here. I will go back to my PowerBot. And then IWT greetings. Just give it a minute. Yeah, now I hope it works. Yeah, so there you go. As you can see, the orange color have appeared. Another thing I've also realized is that the layout does not look quite the same as over here. I just need to do a little bit of tweaking. I'm not so sure why is that so actually. I just post a message to Microsoft and ask them about it. But anyway, there you go. That's all we have today. So I hope you guys have learned and enjoyed learning together with Jess and I, because we have really enjoyed learning and making these episodes, and it kind of forced us to pick up something new as well, because I think if I have not started this series, I probably would not pick up anything on Power Virtual Agent. So even though this is the end of our 29 day series, it's not the end of our learning. So Jess and I plan to continue learning more stuff about PVA, and if we find anything interesting, we'll still continue to create videos to share it with you guys. So if you guys want to catch the previous 28 episodes, you can either find it on my blog or Jess blog, which I put the link below in the description. And if you have any questions, feel free to message us on LinkedIn, on Twitter, or on our YouTube channel. So there you go, guys. I'm gonna miss creating these channels, these videos for this series. And I hope you guys continue learning as well. So happy botting. Bye.